All right. In me? Can you see me? I don't know if I want to see me. Okay. Hi guys. Hello. How's it going? I hope you guys are so freaking ready for May and for what we are doing here. Okay. Hold on. I got to turn down the sunlight a little bit. Ooh, okay. All right. That's a little less hardcore. All right. Number one, do me a favor, guys. As you're hopping on, unless you're like naked in the shower, I love multitasking. It's like my favorite thing to do, or like doing the things with your spouse or doing illegal things. Just turn your camera on. You know what I mean? Like, let's just engage. We all look like this. It's great. Well, like, I welcome that. I love looking like this. That's awesome. And I just cameras on. So feed your kids, be on, be hyped. Second thing, do me a favor. And I want you guys to drop your favorite emoji in the comments, because we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to lay some stuff out there. I'll like say who I am in a second in case you don't know me, but drop your emoji below. It can't be poop and it can't be the middle finger, because it just kills the vibe. Don't kill the vibe. Okay. Okay, cool. This is good. Oh, the weird face. That's the, okay. Have you guys ever seen the Emoji Movie? So that makes me think of the meh. Okay, so that's perfect. So whenever you guys hear something that you're like, yeah, girl, or like, oh yeah, or, you know, like something that feels good, or you're like, holy cow, I need this, or whatever it may be, just drop that emoji, because I can't hear you. And I don't want to unmute you because then it'll get crazy and then I'm like too squirrel about it. But just drop that, because then that makes me know like what feels good, what's hitting good, what we need to talk about, right? She said the Emoji Movie is so cringe. You know, Levi called me cringe the other day and I said I'm not old enough to be cringe. So here we are. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know me, I'm so excited to see you and meet you. My name is Jade Hooper. I'm a gold leader here at Q, not for long. But anyways, I've been in this industry for almost 10 years. I've done some really awesome, incredible things. I've earned multiple millions of dollars. That doesn't matter. That's the cool. It's cool. It's cool. I think what's most important is that I've been a normal mom and I've been able to kill it, right? Like looking like this. I've done a lot of crazy, amazing things. I've personally recruited myself over 2,500 people in this business in the last 10 years. That's a lot of people. So when the things that I'm talking about, it comes from like so much, it comes from knowledge. Okay. I just want you guys to know that you can trust me, that we know what we're talking about. So we are going to do big things over the next 90 days. Okay. I want you guys to comment below, say big things, say you're ready. You know, I've been around the block. I've seen a lot of things and I just have not seen anything like we are doing at Q. I think it's so special. I think the timing is special. The products are special. The way that we build our compensation plan is one of a kind. It is so special. And like, if you were to ever be like, man, like I want to find a company that's got good products. The things that they stand for is amazing. If I'm going to be here, I'm going to build and make money, like I want to do it in this way. This is the place that you want to do it. Okay. This is the place that you want to do it. If you guys don't know that already, this is it. Now, if you don't know, over the next 4 months, like you want to talk about like riding momentum, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay. We're going to be releasing promos, products on products on products on products on products, compensation plan enhancements, new countries, other things, like special other promos and stuff like that. So new ranks. I don't know if anybody heard Jake drop that in, some more extra plus ranks, which that just means, you guys, more money in your pockets, more money that your team's going to be making. That's important. That's incredible. So what we are initiating starting today is the kickoff to our 90-day push. Okay. Now listen, this is big. Okay. Cause when I do a push, I like to do big things. That's just like how I like to do them. That's literally what Jake asked me. He said, what do you want to do when you came here? I just said big things, Jake. That's all I know what to do. That's all I want to do. I know that you guys like to do big things. So I'm excited that you're here. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys something. I want you guys, I'm going to tell you to start writing a lot of things down. I'm going to start to tell you to affirm a lot of things over your life. I don't care. I don't care what your spiritual belief is. We're not going to do that. We're not doing that. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk a little bit about your schedule. I'm going to talk a little bit about timing. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about some skills and some things that us leaders, just like really incredible leaders that are so talented with so much experience, are going to come and provide you all of the things. And all you have to do is eat off of the plate. Okay. It's all going to be here for you. So one thing I want to tell you guys is I'm going to be telling you what to do, but you don't have to do it. I don't care. Do it or don't. But I'm going to tell you, if you do it, I promise you that it's going to add up and do some really big things in your life. Okay. That's number one. Number two, we need to create consistency and we need to create momentum. I'm going to explain to you guys what momentum looks like in a way that's totally going to blow your mind because you do it all the time. How many of you guys have ever popped popcorn before? Who's put popcorn in the bag, unfolded it, unless you're like a super, you're like, I only buy my popcorn in a bag and cook it in an iron skillet. I'm not one of those. We microwaved like 4 bags of popcorns this weekend. Perfect. Okay. I want you guys to imagine that you have a bag of popcorn and you guys are going to go watch the new Little Mermaid that's coming out this month. We have it in our calendar. We're like hardcore Disney people. Okay. So I go take a bag of popcorn and I go stick it in my microwave. And if Lucy wasn't freaking out, I would be in my kitchen and I'd be showing you my microwave. So I'm sticking the bag of popcorn in the microwave and I press start for 2 minutes. I'm like, I'm pumped. I'm starting my business. I'm excited. We're doing a 90-day push. This is it. Amy Spence is doing 3-way calls for me. My life is so good. This is it. Let's go. Oh my God. And all of a sudden my husband's being a turd. So I press stop on the microwave and I open up the thing and I'm like, oh my God, my husband's being a jerk and like the kids are being crazy and I'm just like freaking out, but like, okay. So I close the door, I press start again. And so now there's 1 minute and 45 seconds. So my popcorn's popping and I'm waiting for it to pop. Okay. Because we all know, how long does it take the popcorn to pop? That whole damn bag pops in like the last 30 seconds of the 2-minute cycle. Do you guys notice that? You're like, dang, is it going? Does this thing have power? So imagine every single time something happens in your business, someone tells you no, right? You go make a post and someone says that you look like the Kool-Aid man. You shouldn't be up on here making TikToks because you look like a goofball. Every time something negative happens that isn't in your favor, you press stop on that microwave and you open up the door and you like gather yourself and you call your friend and you're like, oh my God, Ashley, look at all this stuff that's happened. This is terrible. Look at all the things. I'm going to go pee on your Cheerios too, because mine were peed on. And then I get it together and then I shut the door again. You guys, that bag of popcorn is never going to pop. This popcorn bag will pop completely because it has had consistent heat given to it over a long period of time. That is what this business looks like. Now, I've done this a long time. Amy's done it. Everybody's done it. We've got people who've tried and true. They know what I'm saying is absolutely true. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will not be the exception. You just won't. There is no exception. You have to have long consistency over time. And then all of a sudden, that stinking bag is going to pop, and it is going to pop big, and it's going to be good. Okay. So with this 90-day push, this is what this looks like. Number one, consistency. Consistency. You have to create a consistency. And I'm here to, how many of you guys are like, if I told you by the end of July, you could be making a $1,250 paycheck every single month, would it be worth it to you to push? What would that pay for? $1,200 isn't chump change, guys. That's a lot of freaking money. That's a lot of money. Our comp plan pays out a lot on a little. It's crazy. I sometimes I remember when I was like, Jake, did you know you guys pay us twice on customers? I just wanted to make sure like that you knew, because I don't know if you like knew that, because no one else does that, That's a lot. Exactly. My car, rent, kids, summer vacation. Exactly. School's going to be right after that. Exactly. Okay. If you guys want to make $1,250 a month set pay, that's no more, no less. That's like what it will be. You're going to be the rank of Elite Plus. That is the sweet spot of our compensation plan. Okay. If you guys want to do that, it is going to take consistency. It is going to take getting out of your comfort zone. It is going to take talking to people. We have to do that. Money's in our messenger. You have to do that. It's going to take learning new skills. It might take tweaking old skills that you've had. Maybe you know how to ride the bike, but now we're like mountain biking. You just need to learn different things here. Okay. There's going to be no cheat days. You're going to have to create momentum. I want you guys to think of surfing. The only way to surfing's so cool, but to find the right wave, you've got to swim against the waves into the middle of the ocean against hard things. So I'm just hoping that you guys like are understanding, like I'm trying to just really nail it down for you, that it's going to take consistency. And if you guys can do that, it's not the lack of knowledge. It's not the lack of skill. It's the lack of consistent action. That is what's going to get to you to where you want to go. You can't boil a pot of water. You guys, what's the temperature that water boils? Where are my people at? What temperature is that? 212 degrees. You guys just know that off the top of your head. God, that's weird. Okay. I cannot take a pot of water and put it on my stove and have it at 98 degrees and expect it to boil. I can't even put my pot of water at 212 degrees and expect it to boil. It takes time to heat it up, but then it gets there. Do you see what I'm saying? So you want to crank it up all the way so that way it gets there to where it needs to be so it can boil. Okay. So I'm not telling you need to kill yourself. I'm not telling you that you have to not sleep. I'm not telling you that you need to ignore your kids. I'm not telling you that you need to ignore your spouse or yourself. What I'm telling you is that you are going to create a schedule to which you are going to stay committed, because there will be no cheat days in this, because I promise you there will be someone on here who took it so seriously because they're crying every single night because they needed this opportunity so freaking bad that they were willing to just be consistent and push themselves and do things. Consistency is going to make your skin feel like it's crawling off of your body. You're going to hate it so much. How many of you guys, as soon as things gets hard, you like implode? You're like, I can feel Netflix calling. Netflix is calling me. I need to clean the closet. Okay. We're not doing that. You're going to redirect and create new habits in your life that are going to transform your whole entire life. And you're going to do it in 3 months. Okay. So first things first, you guys, with this 90-day push, the most important thing is you have to be unbelievably intentional. A rag. You're welcome. You have to be unbelievably intentional with your time. Okay. So we're going to give you guys some resources. This is one of them I think is amazing. I know that this is so elementary, but I want you guys to just roll with this. Amy taught me a long, long time ago that you've got to track things. We need measurable goals here. You got to measure everything. Okay. And it's so true, because if you're not intentional about measuring something, you're not going to know where you need to go. Right. So maybe some of you guys need to print this daily, hourly schedule out, and you're going to be like, holy cow, I'm so busy. I'm this, I'm that. But you need to just have some realistic expectations of like what your freaking day looks like. So I want you guys to do this exercise, whether you do it on a notebook, piece of paper, whatever it is. And I want you to be honest with yourself. And I want you to write out your whole entire normal day. And maybe you need to do one more for the weekend and say to yourself, what time am I getting up? What am I doing? What chaos is happening? What time am I taking the kids to school? What time do I go to the bathroom? What time am I sitting in car line? How long am I sitting in car line? What time do I come home? How much time does it take me to make dinner, to make lunch? All of these things. What I want you guys to do is I want you to look at your schedule and figure out what you can prepare, and plan for yourself ahead of time to work smarter, not harder. Can you meal prep? Meal prepping changed my life. That literally cut out like 2.5 hours every single night of fighting with my kids, my family. I lost weight because I was eating better. That changed my life. I freed up 2.5 hours. Do you know what I do with those 2.5 hours? I'm with my kids. Because a part of this, you guys, is you're going to need to get out your planner, and you're going to need to pencil in the things that are important to you, because you will not be able to tell me that over the next 90 days, you ignored your children, because you're going to pencil them into your schedule. From the time my kids come home until the time they go to bed, that is the time for my kids. So I have zero mom guilt. When the kids are home from school, the same time is going to be their time During the day, I'm going to work my business, but I'm going to work smarter, not harder. I'm going to be very intentional with what I'm doing. Okay. So you guys are going to need to, who has a spouse? Who is a spouse? If your spouse is a man, I'm sure it's the same as a woman. I just feel like I'm not as needy as like my husband. I don't know, but they have needs. They do. They have needs, you know, those needs. They're very simple creatures. They like to hug and be fed. They don't like our cold feet touching them when we sleep. They like to watch stupid war shows that are dumb and logging shows. And all of a sudden they're going to become loggers. And they like to do the things, if you know what I'm saying. Pencil in your spouse. Because along this way, what can happen on this journey is that you are going to grow. You are going to expand. You're going to be like confident, Phoenix woman. All of a sudden you're an X-Man. You're like, I can defeat anything. People tell me, no, I don't care. I don't die anymore. I'm resilient. I'm bulletproof. And your spouse is going to look at you like you're psychotic. And it can make them feel some sort of way. It can. I remember when I started to grow in different ways that Will was not used to, and it started to make him feel a little insecure. Like, does she need me? She's like weird with these people. She's saying things. She's this person I've never seen before. You want to do this with your spouse, not without them. Making money is way more fun with them when they're with you. Okay. And that's a part of our 5 F's. So you're going to kind of see that like your schedule is going to 100% revolve around your 5 F's. Okay. I want you guys to take 10 minutes a day for your faith. Faith can literally mean one of two things. If you're on like a specific religious side, take those 10 minutes to pray, or you can meditate depending on what you believe in. You can journal and have some affirmations. You have to have affirmations. I don't care if who's giving you the what. You need to have affirmations. You've got to create a story around yourself that is empowering yourself. You are here for a reason. You are absolutely amazing. You're an amazing mom. You're an amazing wife. You're an amazing friend. You're an amazing woman or man. I don't know if do we have any guys on here? Every single post that you make just finds the right people. You go to them, they go to you, and you need to create this magic. You need to speak this over your life. You are so powerful. Your tongue is so powerful, and you're going to need to do this every day. Because you know what? Today feels really good, but Thursday is going to suck really bad when you talk to 27 people and 7 of them blocked you and 3 of them were really mean. And that's going to be the day that you press the button and open the microwave and you stop popping your popcorn. And what you're going to need to do is start to create habits where you just become limitless, and that stuff doesn't bother you, because when that stuff happens, you're going to turn to your affirmations and you're going to close your eyes and you're going to, I think I can, this whole entire way. This isn't going to be puppy dogs and rainbows. You're not going to die, but it's going to be so important that you pencil in the time for your brain, grounding yourself. Just you don't need 45 minutes, guys. There was a girl, I won't say who she is, but we were like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I spend 2 hours journaling. I'm like, bro, well, you're not enrolled. You're like, what else? That's it. Well, you're not going to build a business through osmosis. You know, like you got to talk to people. So have that time, pencil in your kids. Now, this is my recommendation. You can do whatever you want, not my life. But when you're going on this run, creating consistency and that momentum is so extremely important. If you have a day where you normally stop, what I would do is take that day and tip it over and break it up through the week. That is my recommendation. Do whatever you want to do. So if you normally take a day of rest on Saturday and that's the day you do all the things, figure out how to establish do that, but break it up through the week. Okay, whatever. So that's your schedule. You guys are going to learn more about that. Okay. Your leaders every single day are going to provide incredible training for you. We are a skills company. Jake is a skills guy. I'm a skills girl. We live in a skills world. You want to know how to kill this business? It's just skill. You want to know how to post? It's just skill. How to make a good post, how to talk to people, how to have a conversation. It's skill. How to do a 3-way call, how to do a 3-way chat, how to seal the deal. It's just skill. It's all skill. So you're going to learn the skill and you're going to have it on repeat. You have to learn the skill. So there's going to be a live every single day in Q Limitless. Please, I don't care if you listen to it when you're in the shower, when you're driving, when you plug your earbuds in, when you're cleaning your kitchen at night, when the kids go to bed. Creative people are the people who win. People ask me all the time how I was able to be successful. Do you think everything just slid into home base for me? No. Not at all. Do you know why I'm telling you to create a schedule? Because I have 3 kids and 2 dogs. One's limping and he won't stop licking his foot because he has anxiety. I mean, he's so high maintenance. I can't even deal with myself. And then we've got chickens and then the cats and Will. And then I have Will. So how am I supposed to be everything for everybody? Because I'm intentional about it. I'm going to own my life. My life is not going to own me. I'm going to own my success. Success doesn't happen. So people have told me a lot that I was crazy, and yet I won every single time because it's the creative people that win. Do you know what I'm saying? You are going to make Team Will. We love Will. We love Will. He is the Polynesian sauce to my Chick-fil-A nuggets, you know? He is the Dr. Pepper in my cup, you know, to my ice. So we're going to be intentional. We are going to have those things for you. Your number one goal, you guys. Okay. So the first thing that you have to do is what we call fill your chart. We don't have charts, but we kind of do in a sense. You have to fill your team. Your number one goal this month is to become this incredible recruiting machine. I'm not telling you need to enroll 950 ambassadors, but I want you to be able to know how to go into your social media, reach out to somebody, have a conversation with them, know how to have a conversation, know how to get to the end of the conversation to where they either enroll or they give you a date that they're going to enroll. And you are going to get very, very good at that. That is number one. The next thing that you are going to get very, very good at is knowing how to share your story, because the people that you message are going to go to your page and they're going to learn who you are. Ashley's right here. Ashley, how do you say your name? Last name, Ashley, is it Heslop? Is that how you say her name? She is killing it. She's doing amazing. She is so freaking pumped with her products. She's sharing her results every day, how it makes her feel, what it's doing. She's doing exactly what she needs to do. So I hope you're in your messages, because who you message will go look at your page. Whoever you message will be your nosy neighbor. How many of you guys are not messaging people? Just be honest. It's okay. You don't have to hide. You're like, no, I'm definitely not. I'm totally just like sitting here making posts and like, okay, let me tell you guys some statistics. You got to fix it or else you're not going to make it. I'm just being for real. You got to fix it or you're not going to make it. Your money's in your messenger. It just is. Okay. When I was a hairstylist, I'm not going to make money by people walking on the sidewalk. They got to sit in my chair, right? So my money was in my chair. Here with this business, your money's in your messenger. Say this to yourself. I create my success. If they are not coming to me, I come to them, period. If they do not come to me, I go to them, period. I'm going to create my success. If you are posting and praying, oh my God, that it's going to show up to somebody, just so you know, you're letting the Facebook algorithm or the Instagram algorithm control your success. And that's not a good plan, because your posts only show to 2 to 7% of your followers. So even if you have 5,000 followers, like 5% are seeing them. You can't, what are you going to do with that? You can't control that. There's no controllables. How do you control this? You go to the people. I want you guys to be brave. You're not going to die. By the time 4 days in of talking to people, you're going to feel like invincible and you're going to realize everything's good. You've got to talk to people. So we're going to teach you how to do it. We will teach you how to talk to people, how to have conversations, how to explain what we do, how we do it, relate to people. You got to care about people. You can't just be slaying videos at people. It's not going to enroll them. And how to become follow-up rock stars. I'm going to teach you guys the infinity follow-up, so that way you can stay in people's back pockets and always be there. Because I want to tell you guys something. Q is doing big things. We are exploding. If you are on someone's timeline, there's probably 7 other people that are with Q that are on their timeline. Not because we're saturated, but because that's like the law of attraction. Have you guys ever, you're like, I got a new car. So let's say you're like, I got a Fiat. I want a Fiat. God, I've really been looking at Fiats and no one has one. And God, I've just wanted one. And then all of a sudden you want a Fiat You looked at it on TikTok one time and now you're seeing Fiats everywhere you go. Have you guys ever done that? It's like new car syndrome. All of a sudden, everybody has your car. Never before did anybody have your car, but now everybody has your car. What the heck is happening? It's called your RAS. It's your reticular activating system. This is just quantum physics, science. This is why it's so important, the story that you tell yourself and what you affirm over yourself, because it will just become true. It's science. I'm not making this up. Okay. That's going to be a huge thing. The reason why it's so important, you guys, what you say to yourself and the direction that you go and what you believe in yourself, is because you're going to have days that people say no. You're going to have days that people won't reply. You're going to be like, Jade, my mom won't become a customer. So if my mom won't become a customer, how am I supposed to be successful in my business? Listen, my sister, I've been doing this for 10 years. Okay. My sister should never become a customer. I've made money just fine. Okay. Again, we don't do that to yourself. We are going to empower you to learn how to find your people and connect with your people. I promise you. How many of you guys are like, bro, that was me. I literally was like, my mom won't buy from me. I mean, we've all been there. We all have been there. Okay. How did you know what I talked about? What'd you say? What I talked about with some team members today, literally what we need. You're welcome. Well, and this isn't new. This isn't new things. Everybody goes through these things. Okay. So we've got creating our schedule. When you get off, I want you to buy a planner, print a planner, just get some sort of planner situation going on. We will put some printables in the team page so you guys can print those out. I want you guys to plan out this month. What's going on? When does school get out? When is soccer practice? When is graduation? When's the regional by you? When's this doctor's appointment? Know what's going on. Go to your spouse and say, hey, Steve, you and I are going to date on Tuesday nights, every night. I don't care if we go anywhere or not. We're watching reruns of Gilmore Girls. We're watching all of it the rest of this year. We will end Gilmore Girls and eat Chick-fil-A by the end of this year, because that is our date night. Okay. Because you penciled him in. So I literally went to Will and I said, what day are we dating? It's a non-negotiable. I don't care if we're doing something. We're together. We are holding hands. We're touching feet or something, looking at each other. I don't care what we're doing. We're being together. You just spoke Amy's love language. Never seen an episode. Gilmore Girls. Oh man, I like binge watched it when I was in like the Great Depression last year when Lennox was sick. And I just and then I saw the last episode of the weird like reunion thing. And I was just like very shocked. You know, I also never saw Grey's Anatomy until last year. And then I stopped watching it because it's pathetic how many people die every episode. And then I was done because I get too emotionally attached and I just can't deal with it. Okay. Okay. I'm not kidding. All right. Pencil and date night, pencil in your kids. What time are you? Okay. Yes, exactly. So write this down. So you're going to get your schedule. You're going to pencil in your spouse, date night. You're going to pencil yourself in. I do a self-care Sunday every single Sunday. I shower. I shave my legs. Sometimes I slather myself in body butter things. I paint my nails. I wear a hair mask and I love myself for a moment. Okay. And this is why this is important. I am a mom. I am a friend. I'm a wife. I just exist. I feed the people. I travel the people. Sometimes I don't know when I brush my teeth. Like sometimes I'm last on the totem pole of everything else that's going on. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself the most. And you know why I'm saying this is because you're going to work your butt off. Some of you guys are in someone's team. Things are big and you're going to want a pat on the back. You're going to, I just want someone to tell me, like you got like the mommy issues thing. We're all there. So I'm not judging you. We're all there. You've got to do that for yourself. There's going to be this self-responsibility that's going to happen over these next 3 months. Lexi's husband is over here. I see her eyeballing him, and I'm telling you guys to slather yourself in body butter. I am. So when you guys date, she's going to smell good and be soft. Okay. You're welcome. All right. You guys have to take care of yourselves just a little bit. Love on yourself, treat yourself, be so proud of yourself. Be proud that you don't quit on the hard days. Run the really good days harder. I'm telling you, these are going to be important things, or you're not going to be able to make it 3 months of straight hard action. Because when I tell you guys that when you are going in your messages from this day forward and you are running it hard, messaging people about this business, leave no stone unturned. If you do not enroll your cousin, I will. I'm just saying. That's so silly. Leave no stone unturned. Be the first person to talk to them and the last person to talk to them. I'm not kidding you guys. We're growing like that. We are doing things. I've been a part of that. I already know what it looks like. Trust me, it sucks when you're like, too chicken shit to talk to the girl that you went to high school with. And then finally you grow some balls because you're this close to promoting. And then she's like, oh my God. Oh, I joined someone else and you were my inspiration because I saw your post. And so I did it. And then you're like, that'll never happen to me again. Trust me, how I know. Did that happen? It gives me boob sweat thinking about it. It happened and it sucks and it will never happen again. Okay. So you're going to be working hard and you better love yourself along the way because you're going to be tired. And then the next thing, you guys, you got to make sure that you're getting some sort of sleep. Make sure you're getting rest. When I made my first $1 million, I think I gained 60 pounds and like half my head of hair fell out. And it was because I did not take care of myself. And this is where kind of the 5 F's kind of come into play. And this is where you hold them all. Your faith, pencil it in 10 minutes a day. Jesus or woo-woo, whatever your vibe is. I don't care. Just do it. Take some time for yourself to ground yourself. Pencil in your spouse. That's your family. Pencil in your kids. That's your family. Your fitness just means your wellness. If you can move your body, the stronger you are, the longer you're going to be able to go. You're just going to naturally have more energy. Take your products. You guys want to sell 100 PV packs. You guys want to enroll ambassadors onto your team that enroll with 100 PV as they should. You better be taking something that's 100 PV. Your people will buy what you use, what you share. So Q-Core. That is your ride or die Q-Core. Sprinkle in the extra things. That is your ride or die. That I don't even have to sell it to people. They just ask me and I tell them and then they buy it. Simple. Okay. You have to do that. That is your fitness. Your finances is you working your dang business and changing your dang life over the next 3 months. What's the last one? Friends? I don't know. I'm not a good testament to that. If you guys live by people, live by people. I live in 10 acres in the middle of nowhere by no one because I truly like to be by myself. But I talk to people all day long and that's good for me. But you need to have some sort of something. Finances is FFM too. Yes. Okay. Hit me up. I need more friends. All right. So that's that. All right. What about accountability partners? I'm going to tell you guys something about accountability partners. You're not going to like it. You're going to like it or you won't like it. The only person who needs to hold you accountable is you. If your accountability partner consists of you messaging someone and you guys are just complaining about the hard day and a hard life and all these things, that's not accountability. If you Zoom with someone because you guys sitting down staring at each other on Zoom and working at the same time, that's accountability. That is accountability, not, oh my God, this happened and I messaged so-and-so and this girl on my team, she's just so lazy and she buys Starbucks all the time and she just says, like, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. There's just no negativity. Just be neutral or nothing. I'm not telling you got to be positive Polly, and I'm not saying that things are not hard. That stuff goes for your upline, okay? The next thing I want you guys to do is that your number one focus during the next 90 days is to make sure that you are solution minded. You got a problem, you go to, who's a human on my page? I'll go to Megan. I say, Megan, today was a really hard day. I don't feel good. I messaged like 37 people and no one replied. What do I need to do to fix that? Okay. Megan will say, What are you sending them? What's happening? Let's dig in. Let's find the answers. Let's fix things. You are fixable. You are not broken. If things are not happening in your business, if you're not getting results in your business, when you message people and you're not getting results, if you're following up with people and you're not getting results, if you're three-waying and you're not getting results, and you're doing the things and you're not getting results, it is fixable. That stuff's going to happen. You're good. That's going to happen. I just got off a call before we got on here where that was happening with someone. Someone who is solution-minded is going to be able to win because they're going to be willing to find the answers. This is so important, you guys. That's just right up there with penciling in your family so that way you can do this long-term and not railroad your whole entire life along the way. Okay? Train yourself when you have a problem and you want to freak out to send a screenshot and say, tell me how to fix this so this doesn't happen anymore. And that goes to your upline only. You do not vent to your team. You guys, when you have new people on your team, they are so impressionable. People are nervous. How many of you guys have been new? You were like, oh my God, like I was new and I was scared. I mean, I was literally like, I had all these thoughts going through my head of failure. No one was going to buy this from me. I already knew my husband wasn't going to be nice to me about it, whatever, right? So if you're new and you already have those things going through your brain, you are Mufasa to your team. If Ashley enrolled me, she's my Mufasa. She's already been doing this longer than me. I'm looking to her to be my mama bird and feed me. I'm looking for her for security, for safety. And if she came to me and started to complain to me about her spouse, and I'd be like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? That's what our new people do. Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? Michaela said, I'm still new and I'm terrified. And could you imagine if the person that you enrolled with came to you and was like, oh my God, here's all my life problems. And you're like, oh my God, I already have enough fear. I don't need you. I don't need your fears, girl. I got a backpack full of them, right? Don't do that to your people. You won't grow. I'm just letting you know. You won't grow. And I pray to God that they can grow beyond you. Because that was me. I'll grow beyond. You can't kill me. I'm a weed, girl. I just grow wherever, any environment. I thrive, right? Keep that in mind. Be very, very solution-minded. Your best thing when you're frustrated is to take a screenshot and send it. Okay, to recap, here we are. 90-day push, everybody is going elite. Plus, by the end of July, unless you're way further along. Obviously, if you're bronze, you're not trying to go elite plus, you're trying to help other people go elite plus, okay? You are going to create momentum. You are going to work your ass off this month and you might not enroll very much at all. It's going to be really frustrating. You know why? Because you're seed planting. Unfortunately, it does not matter how many seeds I plant right now. They won't just grow all of a sudden. It takes time. We are going to message people. We're going to post and share our stories. We're going to follow up and we're going to grow our network so we have more people to talk to. The more authentic that you are, the better water you have. Your story is Miracle Grow. You guys, you are so important. Your story is so important. Even if you feel like you are the most normal person on this earth, your story is so important and you need to share it. Okay. So we post message follow-up, grow our network is how we build this business. You are going to start to recruit every single time you enroll an ambassador. You have to tell your upline. You guys, we don't get notifications. Okay. If you promote, tell your upline. It's not that we don't care and it's not that we're not excited. It's that we don't know. We don't know. So you got to just tell us, advocate for yourself. Do not even come to me and say, Jade, you didn't even know. You didn't even know that I promoted. You don't even care. No, girl, I don't even know how to use reports. Okay. So like calm down and just tell me, tell Amy, calm down. You're going to love yourself because you are big enough to do that for yourself. You're going to advocate for yourself because you're big enough to do that for yourself. You're going to problem solve for yourself because you're big enough to do that for yourself. Do you see the self-responsibility? So in 3 months from now, when we're popping elite pluses, like a bag of popcorn, and Jake's like, what'd you guys do? And we're like, I don't know, bro. We just told everybody how to take self-responsibility. You tell me. Make some laundry soap scented candles like I asked you 2 months ago. Thank you. I earned it, right? That's what we're going to do. Okay. Any questions? Amy, what do you got to say? Nothing. She's just messaging. I'm sweating. I have swass a little bit. Oh, wait, can you unmute? Sorry. I'll give you permission.
Just can't stop laughing. Oh man, you guys, I will say this. I think the biggest thing is just take advantage of trainings and take advantage of all the leadership on this Zoom and in that team page. There's so many people with so many years of experience. And so I'm just super excited. Jade is a fabulous teacher, even though she didn't really she taught us something tonight, but it was more through humor, but she really does have a gift of teaching. And so if I were you guys,
are you trying to like confirm it in case it didn't come across? You're like, don't worry guys, I promise this is going to be something.
Kimberly Sarago was supposed to do a launch with a brand new ambassador at 8:30. And I was like, oh, just have her get on Jade's call. And I'm like, she probably has no idea what she walked into.
It's fine. It's going to be great. You're going to listen, 3 months from now, you're going to be like the best. You're going to learn.
Yeah, it is. No, I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I really, really, truly am. You know what I'm most excited about? I'm most excited people stepping outside their comfort zone just a little bit. And that's the one thing. But I will tell you the one thing that did change my business is, I've been, for those of you who don't know me, I've been in this business for 9 years, and I'm just going to tell you a little story. I was at probably my crippling point in August of 2020, and I was about to walk away and just go back and be a school counselor. Jade and I had no direct, like, she was not my upline, I was not her downline, whatever. We were sidelines. And I reached out to her and she said, just do what I tell you to do. She was like, if you can talk to people and enroll customers, Amy, you can get ambassadors on your team. And so she said, just do the things I'm telling you to do. She gave me a plan, you guys, and I followed it. And I will tell you, 2020 to when I walked away from that company in December of 2022, I was averaging, I don't even want to say it, mass enrolling. I grew my Instagram, I grew my Facebook. I just stuck with her plan. She knows what she's doing. She's great when you need confidence. And I think the things that she's great at and her team are great at, my group of leaders that we brought over, we're good at other things. So you guys, the best thing I love about this business is you can work it any way you want, and you're going to get a lot of good things from all of us. So I'm really, really excited, but that is the one thing. I was at my breaking point, and all I did was listen to Jade, and she said, you got to do this for 90 days. You promised me. And I did it, y'all. And I had my highest paid, like literally probably 2 of my highest paid years in the history of my company.
Well, and I think here's what I want to say, because now they're all saying, give you the plan. I'm literally going to just tell you what to do right now. So I hope you're taking notes, because it's not complicated at all. Okay. Number 1.
Do you even remember what you told me?
I'm sure it's the same. It's just the same thing. It's always.
I'll see if she remembers, y'all.
I don't well, we'll see if it's, we'll see. Cause you were also doing different things than you were doing now. You know
right.
What I mean? So at the end of the day, number 1, you guys, like, be coachable in the sense that don't change the things that I'm telling you to do, and don't change the things that other people are telling you to do. That's so unbelievably important. Like, if we give you a message, don't change it. The reason, sure. The biggest reason is because the thing that we're telling you to do, it works so unbelievably well. And so if you go and you change it, it's not going to work. Every single word that you send to someone, oh, there's Lucy. You guys listen to what I'm saying to you. It means dead serious. Every message that you send to somebody, every word, every punctuation controls how they feel. It controls their response. So when you go and you change words and you add a bunch of stuff and all of these things, you're changing the whole context and the whole emotion behind what you're being told. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do, you guys, is you're going to post every day. Every day you're going to post and you're going to share your story. Okay. Every day you're going to do it in your stories, and you're going to do it on your page, and we're going to teach you how to do it really well. Number 2, you're going to message, and you're going to lead with the business. Lead with the business. Your best product that you have here, it is not brew As much as I love Q Core, it is not Q Core. It is the opportunity to change someone's life. And you need to build the business first with that. That is the second thing, is you lead with the business. The next thing is that you have to understand that 80% or more of the people that you enroll will come from follow-ups. They will come from follow-ups. Some of you guys, you're like, I talk to people all day long. I'm not enrolling. Do you know why? Because you're not following up with them. Listen, you guys, December 1st, I was going to stay with the company where I was. I'm not telling you guys to leave. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you like a very general thing. This is like a little more hardcore, but I'm just saying December 1st, you're welcome. December 1st, I was there. I was staying. I was there December 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. What? You want water? Okay. It was the 10th that I was not going to be there anymore. It happened like this. Now I want you to just imagine I'm talking to Amy today and I message her and I bring up the business and I don't even care because she's probably not going to reply because that's fine because we've never talked before, but that's okay. I'm planting a seed. And Amy goes to my page and what is she going to do? She's going to see Jade and Will. She's going to see my 11 lives. She's going to see me talking about my compensation plan. She's going to see me with my kids. She's going to see me talking about popcorn and my dogs and date night and all of these things. She's going to see me talking about my life. And she's going to relate to something that I have to say. If Ashley comes up and swoops and messages Amy, even though Amy and I talk, you guys, people aren't loyal to you just because you talk to them one time. Be the first person to talk to them and the last. You plant the seed because they watch you, but you also have to pull the carrot out of the ground. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't get brownie points just because you planted the seed. I also have to follow up with Amy. So I'm going to just follow up with her. I'm going to talk with her about the business again. I'll ask her to throw up a referral post for me. I'm going to do this like kind of every Friday, every other Friday, bring up one of our new products, all these things. I'm just staying in her back pocket. And then one day she has a baby who has a very special need medically. And all of a sudden, like that, Caroline didn't have a special medical need the day before, but she did the next day. And because I stayed in her back pocket, now she was ready. And guess who was there? Me. So some of you guys are planting seeds and you're letting everybody else pick them because you're not staying on top of stuff. So you and your planner better become the best of friends. I lost my planner at Walmart one time and I paid someone $50 because they found it for me in a cart. That is how like legit I was like, you don't even know. And they were like, man, lady, I didn't know you liked Erin Condren that much. I'm like, you don't even know what's in this book, man. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing is you grow your network. You can't build a lifetime business off of the same 100 people you have, or the same 1,000 people, or the same 5,000 people, because not everybody is going to like become a customer or an ambassador. They just won't. So you keep people coming. What was the thing I told you just about bringing up the business to everybody? Oh yeah, you gotta. Sorry.
Yeah. And you did. And at that point also, which still to this day, like to grow your network, reels grow your network. So you told me to do 2 to 3 reels a day. And I know that's a lot for people who are working, but I will say at least one a day if you really are committed to growing your network. I mean, there's other ways we can grow our network, guys, but reels and go look at my page. I do really easy reels and I just copy people. That's all I do.
Do you want to know?
Don't overthink that.
I'm gonna be really ballsy to say. We have like a little tracker thingamajigger too, like for the week, but it says for you to like what to do during the day. You guys, I would just go all in. The first week and a half will be really rough because you're going to be like stumbling and fumbling and feel really slow and you're going to feel really, really stupid. But I would do 2 to 3 a day, period. Because it's going to make that much of a difference. Like it makes that much of a difference. I make most of my reels sitting in car line, holding my phone. There's 7 seconds, drinking a cup of something. Like it's not complicated. And we can do some kind of reels trainings too, because we've got some really incredible like people who have like crazy TikTok accounts and stuff. one of our girls has like almost 500,000. One of them has 2 million. Like we've got, you know what I mean? It's not rocket science. You don't even have to be like that seasoned, but yeah, I mean, you got to grow your network. You got to find your people. We have a whole month of training. So this is what it's going to look like, you guys. This month, it's going to be a smaller amount of leaders. Okay. Really training every single day. Next month, there's going to be more. If you want to be one of those people that are going to go in front of the people and train the people, because I want that to be you, then you need to go like executive plus. It'll probably start weaning out and getting a little higher as thing goes on, as like people start to promote and stuff like that. So right now, until about the 20th, you need to put your head down and you need to recruit. You need to enroll people. You need to launch them, help them start digging into their lists and repeat. And you continue to enroll. I don't really know a single person on here who's in a position where they don't need to worry about recruiting. Everybody needs to put their head down and you need to find your people and you need to go be a life changer. That's what you need to do right now. On the 20th, you're going to assess where everything's at, kind of where you're at thus far, what you're closest to, and then you can start kind of honing in on like a specific rank and going there. You guys, for those of you guys that are new, or if you're in your executive time clock, you got $1,000 in cash bonuses. You guys want to know? You just want to know for like a second, not to like dog any other companies. You want to know what I got when I first joined my like last company? I got $120 shopping spree. That's like being a part of the Smuckers of the Month club, like, oh, jelly of the month. No, you get $1,000. I'm sure you like us, but you're here for the money. I'm just saying, okay, there's a lot of money that's to be made. How many of you guys are like, girl, yes. So I'm promising you these next 3 months, and I want to leave you with this. You need to have the faith thing. This isn't just like say your affirmations and all this stuff. You got to believe, because holy hell, when I first started my business, your girl was in the messages. I was talking to the people. I was following up. My first check was $47. 47. My husband came behind me, good old Will, and he was like, oh, it's your paycheck. Oh. And then he looked at it and he goes, he said, how many hours a day have you been working to make $47? And I said, be nice or be quiet. That's our rule. That's how I am. That's how we talk. And so he left me alone because he couldn't be nice. And so from there, you guys, my check doubled every single month. And within 6 months, I was making over $6,000 a month. I didn't change what I was doing, how many people I was talking to, my posts that I was posting, how many follow-ups I was doing, and how many people I was growing my network with was the same every single month, my first month to my 6th month. I kept going. I did not stop the microwave one time to stop popping my popcorn. I let that sucker keep on going. Some of you guys, 2 weeks from now, are going to stop because you're going to be like, I'm messaging so many people. No, you got to give it time. I worked hella hard and I enrolled 2 people, like my 2nd month. I didn't even enroll 2 people my 1st month. And then the next month I enrolled 3. And then the next month I enrolled 7. And then the next month I enrolled 12. There was momentum that was created. Expect it. Just know, I already told you. So don't go to, don't go to Lexi and be like, Lexi, I'm working so hard and I only enrolled 1 person. She's going to say, good. Keep doing what you're doing. Confirm it. That's going to be good. Okay. All right. Shelby, message the person. Message one of your uplines. They'll help you with that. When you reach out to people for the first time, when you start with a conversation, we'll talk. I don't want to go too long because someone yelled at me and they're like, is this going to be like an hour? It's always an hour. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. Sound good? Anything else, Amy?
Nope. I'm good, guys.
Okay. Watch for the page. I know that we need some like power hours where I'm giving you whoever, giving you wording and walking you through so you guys can start to get nestled in and get real comfy. We will be doing that ASAP. Tomorrow is my date night because I'm walking the walk, okay, with Will. So, hopefully we can do that like sometime this week and start doing that so you guys can start learning that conversation flow ASAP. There's also a post on our team page, but I'm really proud of you guys. Stay consistent. All of these things are prepping you because I already told you you're going to be tired. So like expect that, but it's going to be so worth it. Already be proud of yourself and just feel that you're going to do it because I believe it so much. Okay. All right, guys. We love you so much. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. Thanks for spending time with us tonight. We'll see you guys later. Okay.